Yo, what's up guys? It's Lionel the Builder back again with another video, and today I'm going to talk about what is now my favorite tech conference, RenderATL. In this video, I don't have a script, but I'm going to talk about why it's so important that you get out of your shell as a new developer, surround yourself in the mix, build your network, meet people who are doing what you want to do, so that will help you don the aura of a developer, for lack of a better word. You know, meet people, hear their story. I'm gonna explain how I network, why I network, and the difference between this tech conference, which is my second one, and the first one that I ever went to, which was InfoBip Shift in Miami. So going back into the past, about a year and a half ago to 2 years ago, I was in 100 Devs YouTube bootcamp. I was still truck driving, and one of the videos, Leon Noel said, it's time for you guys know enough HTML, CSS, and JavaScript that you should be freelancing, you should be networking, and your homework is to go to Google and search tech conferences. That's what I did. I went to tech conferences, JavaScript, and I saw that there was one happening in Miami. And he said that, you know, the way to get to these tech conferences free if you don't have a lot of money, because most of them, the companies will send people there and stuff like that. He said that's to volunteer. So what I did was I wrote an email and I said, hey guys, I love what you're doing. My name is Lionel the Builder. I'm a web developer. I can't remember if I said aspiring or not. I said I'm a web developer. I love what you're doing. I would love to support. Can I come there and volunteer? They wrote back saying, thank you so much. We really appreciate you reaching out and the fact that you want to volunteer. And here's 2 free tickets. So I got free tickets, and I went and looked up to see how much the tickets were, and I believe it was around $1,000. So I said, bet, I'm going. Got my laptop, got everything, and I went. And I loved the experience. It was in this beautiful place. I wish I had some footage to where I could pull that up. But it was a beautiful place in Miami, and I was just sitting there soaking it in, being around developers, seeing like how they are, you know, in person, you know, and just imagining myself as being really one of them soon. You know, I'm like, okay, so it's possible. It helped me really feel that it was possible, right? Anyway, very much in my shell, very much kind of intimidated and scared to talk to people. Because, you know, what's going to happen when you talk to somebody at one of these things, the first question is going to be, or somewhere in the first question is going to be, what do you do? And at the time, I didn't do anything. But I did have a very small amount of experience. And I did talk to some people, because the main thing he said was, don't eat lunch alone. Do not eat lunch alone. So I didn't. And I ended up making a couple connections there, which helped me get more confident. Anyway, went back home, kept working, kept grinding, more inspired, started the YouTube channel, did all sorts of stuff. Fast forward to now, where I'm actually a full stack developer working for a Navy project management app. So I got that. I have the Blackathon, which is our hackathon that we're throwing. I have a YouTube channel. I have a school.com. I have a discord.com. I've worked on plenty of different projects. I have clients that I'm still working with to this day. So that I noticed the difference between that and today at Render, that has been what really helped me feel comfortable reaching out and talking to people and stuff like that. That's all prefixing. Let's talk about Render though, okay? And why it is now my favorite tech conference. The first thing that happened when I got there was workshops. The first day, granted, it's a dope place, you know. I'm also inside the Slack room for the volunteers. Even though I wasn't able to volunteer on the first day, they had me on a very early shift, but my flight landed at 10. But that's another thing, you know, you volunteer. Also, I didn't even tell y'all how I got tickets to Render. So my friend Kiera is a vendor, and she basically gave me tickets, so I'm a community partner there. But I was also signed up for it as to be a part of the ambassador program, which would have gave me free tickets and VIP tickets at that. And also I was going to, and I'm part of the volunteer staff. I'm in the volunteer Slack. But today, yesterday, I got there at 10 o'clock and I went to workshop for TypeScript, which is something that my project uses. And this genius dude was up there on the big screen. I have a video that I'm gonna put some footage in here, and over there, and I had, it was TypeScript. He was showing different plugins, different little tips and tricks on working with types, and different wizardry that you can do that to help you easier do your job, because y'all know TypeScript has a bit of a learning curve, and even as you're using it, the more you embrace it, the more helpful it is, the more tricks that you know for working with it. Tons of companies use it. He said, raise your hand if your company uses TypeScript. Just about half the room raised their hand. And so that workshop was awesome. And I didn't really get there till like 12, so I missed a lot of the other really good workshops. Part of the difficulty was finding which one I wanted to go to, because one thing I loved about Render is that they had so many different workshops. It was like 10 different workshops to choose from on the thing. And I'm like, dang, how to make your website awesome. How to meet more people in tech. How to like work a TypeScript deep dive. It was a whole bunch of different stuff, right? Anyway, after that, they had there was a lot of different social events to choose from. I got invited to a social hour at Google offices, which I'm going to today. But yesterday, I went to this Cash App thing at Bar Vegan. But first, I went to a where it was at Ponce City Market, which is this very dope, huge town center type. Looks like it used to be a factory building or something like that. Drop in a comment if you know what that thing was 100 years ago. But this is huge thing with a bunch of different stores. Render took over the entire thing pretty much. You saw a bunch of people with their badges on, you know, and we had free drink tickets. And just waiting in the line is where I've met the most amazing people. That's, for whatever reason, waiting in the line, you know, lines are usually long. Like, you're not going to just stand there and not talk to nobody the whole time. And being that this is a whole networking extravaganza, I didn't meet not one asshole, you know what I mean? To where I was just like, what's up, man? Like, you know, give them a pound. You in tech, bro? What do you do? You know, and I met project data analysts, project managers. I met this lady who works for Google who created the patent for people to make their own custom stickers. I talked to the volunteers about like their journey. I met people who are aspiring, trying to switch careers to go from out of tech into tech. I met people who graduate, like so many different walks of life, but all on the same mission of just being surrounded in tech. Super inspiring, man. And it's crazy to know that this is like, I don't know if it's the third or fourth year, but I could tell that there was also a lot of people recognizing people from the past, from the other events. I saw some strong, yo, what up, bro? You're here. Good to see you. You're here again. Wow. Like, I saw some strong daps in there. And then like, it was like a club scene as well, because which was so interesting to me, bro, to see that. Y'all know tech is diverse, right? It's Atlanta, so of course there's a lot of black people, like a lot of black culture there, but there was also like the ones who you could tell are from Europe or like wherever, getting down at the bar vegan with us. And I'm like, but you're in tech. Like, when you think of techs, you don't really think that they're gonna be doing the Dougie and like different stuff like that on the dance floor. You know what I mean? You don't really picture that. But I'm like, that's the past. It's different now. At least with Render. But that's like the best thing about our people, is that we can bring the fun effortlessly. The cool and the fun comes effortlessly when our people are involved. You know what I mean? So that, shout out to Render for merging culture into tech, into inspiration, into like fun, into networking, into building relationships. I met this one dude who we were waiting in line for drink tickets, and I was just like, I heard him talking to another guy, and the dude was saying that he's in boot camp right now, and I was like, My bad. I ain't mean to, I can hear y'all, but you said boot camp. You're like, yo, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? Like, yeah, Blacks in Tech, man. We gotta stick together. He's like, yeah. I'm like, so what boot camp you go to, man? And like he named the boot camp, and we all kind of shared our story, and I was telling him about how I didn't necessarily pay and go to a boot camp other than Team Treehouse. I was a part of 100 Devs. Y'all know my story. And one thing I did notice, everybody knows 100 Devs. Leon Noel, bro, you did it. You made it. Everybody knows 100 Devs on YouTube. Everybody knows Leon Noel. When I said 100 Devs, it was not one person who didn't know what I was talking about. How crazy is that? Anyway, I was talking to this dude and I told my story, but the guy works for, was it Square? I think it was. He's like a senior at Square. And I was like, you got your CS degree? And he's like, nah, man. I'm like you. I was like, what, for real? You self-taught? I was like, how'd you break in? He was like, well, freelancing. And then I worked for a startup, which is what I do right now. I work for a startup. I was like, word. I was like, wait a minute, but how you get the next step? And he was like, I came here, bro. I came here to a tech conference and I was talking to this lady. She liked my vibe. She liked my energy. And she told me she was going to connect me with her hiring manager. Next thing you know, I was doing a technical interview. And I was like, what? He's like, next thing you know, I was hired. I was like, wow. And since then, he's been grinding, moving up. I was like, so you passed your technical interview? He's like, yeah, but that was easy. I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. So that let me know I need to get on my LEET code. Get on your LEET code, get on your grinding, be ready to pass a technical interview, but get out of your house. Get off of online sites that you're applying to, okay? Let's because I know this is a review. I don't know if y'all know me and what I do, but I always lean towards helping the people behind me in the path move forward and get their roles, and then we're gonna see what happens after that. You know what I mean? So I'm always gonna interject tips to the homies out there who are aspiring. That's what most of my community, the digital builders, is aspiring to junior level people. We got some seniors in there, some OGs and some mentors helping out. Join the Discord, join the school. All the links are in the bottom. Anyway, bruh, learned so much, met so many cool people, had a absolute blast at Render. While I'm talking, I'm gonna put videos in here so that y'all can see what I'm talking about. That was day one. I'm rambling and I'm still hyped up and I'm still speed talking fast because I'm about to cram out as much work as I can today before heading out to day two. They're doing talks. I'm going to a party at the Google's, or a social league thing at the Google offices in Atlanta. I'm gonna see what else I can get into, what else is on my calendar. Man, it's been a blast. I'm trying to think, is there anything I'm forgetting? Man, I might have to save everything else around too, because bro, after that, I didn't really wrap it up. We went to Bar Vegan, which was dope. I met mad people there. I was surprised that every single person in there was still involved in tech. You know, every person I talked to, free food, free drinks there too. And then went upstairs to the rooftop party up there, Ponce City Street Market. I was expecting like a normal, like every other rooftop I've ever been on, you know, just which is always a vibe, but it wasn't like a festival vibe. They had like a carnival up there. It was games you could play. It was a DJ. It was like some huge slides you could go down. It was some like thing where people drop, you know, how you go up, you sit in a chair and then you drop down. Beautiful skyline view of the entire city, pretty much of Atlanta, the downtown and all of that. And I was talking to these really cool people pretty much the entire time, and made mad LinkedIn connections. People who were like, yo, you still gonna be here, right? We'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna link up there again tomorrow. So super, like, what the heck? I went by myself. I went dolo. Another thing I was gonna say is I think that because of the work that I've done since the last one, that helped me be a lot more comfortable getting to the what do you do conversation, because I do a lot now, you know, and I try to keep it brief. I don't just dump my entire resume on somebody. But you know, I over throughout the night, I probably, if we do get into it, you know, I met so many different people, got to hear their story, you know, working on my listening skills with people when I first meet them, and you know, mad LinkedIn's, mad Instagrams and phone numbers. I met a guy who runs a media company. Like, bro, just overwhelmed connections for being in one spot and coming here as a solo warrior, solo networking person was crazy too. So just let you know, man, just go. Even if you're not the type of person who goes out a lot, I'm not the type of person who goes out a lot. Don't even think that I'm an extrovert, because I'm not. I don't go out a lot, but I feel like I was around my people. I feel like this is something that is a professional career moving thing that just happened to be an absolute blast of fun. Definitely going to be here next year. Definitely going to probably be here every year. And also going to be shooting videos to inspire other people to do the same. I'm Lionel the Builder. Follow the links. Link up with me. Holla at me on Discord, man. I'll see y'all. Oh yeah, guys, one more thing before we go. If you have not noticed yet, we have a membership button now unlocked on YouTube. So click that and add. There's 2 separate tiers. The first one is a supporter, and for that, it's only, I think, $2, and that's for the ones who just want to support, show love, give back. But it also comes with Calendly, FaceTime, 30-minute chats with me, where we will look into your city and find different things for you to go to in order to start networking, to start making connections. And if we don't find something, then depending on what your skills and your goals, we will create something ourselves. There's a couple different platforms that I use for this. So it's not like I'm gatekeeping or anything like that. You know, it's just meetup.com, Google, searching for your startup community and accelerators and different ways for you to be involved and to put yourself physically there, shaking people's hands. The other one is, I think, 5 months or $5 to be an actual digital builder, right? Which we have a Discord room, the round table, where there's real projects that you guys can start working on today. And the way that we're doing it is whoever completes the task first gets paid for it. So we have multiple people working towards the projects. Some people are getting them done, some, you know, are taking a little longer. The way I'm gonna do it is whoever finishes first and submits it to me, then you get paid. Regardless, we all are gonna put this stuff on our portfolio because we're working on these repos together as the digital builders. And this gives you a chance to put digital builders into your LinkedIn, because we're a company, you know, we're freelancing, we're a group, we're a community, but we're also coders working on projects. So those are the tiers of the membership that we're trying out. Links are in the description. Click join if you're interested in that. Holla at me on Discord. I'm out. Peace.